Hi guys, welcome to my next tutorial. Today I've got another doily project for you. This is quite simple project, so you can make it even in few hours. For this tutorial I used crochet hook 3mm and the crochet treat yarn Petra size 3 in green color. The doily is not quite big. The doily is measured about 12 inches, so if you would like to make it smaller or bigger, you need to change the crochet hook size. So my work, I will start by making slip knot and then chain of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Then into the first chain we need to make slip stitch to form ring. So we've got ring. Now we will start first round. So into the ring single crochet, then chain of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then into the ring another single crochet. Now we need to make chain of 10 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and single crochet into the ring. So at the moment we've done 2 chain 10 spaces and we need to make 8 more, but basically the last one, the 10th, will be a little bit different, so continue making chain of 10 and then single crochet into the ring until we will have 9 of them. So we've got 2, so we need to make 7 more. I've done my 9 chain 10 spaces, so now we need to make the last one. The last one we will work by making chain of 4 and then treble crochet into the ring. We've done this because we need to be into the center of our chain space. Okay, so now we can slip whole work a little bit and we will start round number 2. So chain 1 as a first single crochet, then chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3, and into the chain 2 space we will work single crochet. So into the next chain 1 we've done as a first single crochet onto the first chain space, and into the next one we are working next single crochet. Then again chain of 3, single crochet into the next chain space, chain of 3 and single crochet into the next chain space. So now we need to continue making this pattern all the way around, chain of 3 and single crochet into the next chain space. At the end, when we've done our last chain 3 space, we have to work slip stitch into the chain 1, so into the first single crochet, just into the first chain. Round number 3, we have to start by making chain 1 as a first single crochet again, and now into the chain 3 space we will work 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and 1 single crochet into the single crochet from the previous round. Then again into the chain 3 space 5 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and 1 single crochet into the single crochet from the previous round. So now again we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. So in each chain free space we will work 5 single crochets and then 1 into the single crochet. At the end of our round we need to make slip stitch into the chain 1, so into the first stitch, and now we will start round number 4. So in round number 4 we will make slip stitch into the next single crochet. We will start from the first single crochet in chain space. So chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3, and now we will need to make 3 double crochets together, but because we are starting the row we need to have done 2. So into the next stitch we need to make first part of the double crochet, so we are working through the first 2 loops. We need to leave the last one, and the same into the next stitch. We are working through first 2 loops and we need to leave the last one. Now we can finish the stitch and then chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3. Now into the next 3 stitches we need to make the same 3 double crochets together. So into the first stitch only the first part of the double crochet, into the second stitch only the first part of the double crochet, and into the third stitch first part of the double crochet. Now we can finish the stitch. Oh, we had 4 loops on the hook this time, because we were starting by making chain. Here we had 3 loops, but now you should have 4. Chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. I will show you one more time. Into the first stitch only the first part of the double crochet, into the second stitch first part of the double crochet, and into the third stitch first part of the double crochet. So as you can see, 4 loops on the hook, and now we can finish the stitch, chain of 3. So now we need to continue this pattern all the way around. 3 double crochets together, then chain 3. The last group of 3 double crochets together will be, I think, quite hard to do, because the last one we need to work exactly into the slip stitch, so maybe can be a little bit hard, but we need to do this. And then the last chain of 3 at the end, slip stitch into the top of 2 double crochets together, so not into the third chain, just onto the top of 2 double crochets together. So now we have to start next round, and we will work slip stitch into the first chain. So this will be round 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then slip stitch into the second chain, chain 1 as a first single crochet, then chain of 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then we are going into the next chain free space and we need to make single crochet again. So I forgot to tell you that we should have 20 groups of 3 double crochets together and 20 chain free spaces. And again chain of 4, single crochet into the chain 3, chain of 4, single crochet into the chain free space. So now we need to repeat it all the way around. Chain 4 and single crochet in each chain free space. At the end of our round, instead of making the last chain of 4, we need to make chain 1 and then double crochet into the first chain, so into the first single crochet of this round. Now we will into the center into the middle of our chain space. Next round we will start by making chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then into the same chain space we need to make 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Then we are going to the next chain 4 space and we need to make single crochet. And then we are going into the next chain 4 space and we need to make 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and another 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Into the next chain 4 space again we have to make single crochet and then another shell. I will call it shell. So 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and 4, chain of 3, and 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Into the next chain 4 space, single crochet again. And now we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. So in one chain 4 space we need to work shell by making 4 double crochets, chain 3 and 4 double crochets, then into the next one single crochet, then again shell, single crochet, shell, single crochet, all the way around. At the end, into the last one, I will show you what we have to do when we will finish all those chain 4 spaces. Okay, so now I am into the last or first actually chain space. So as I said, after when we've done the single crochet, now we need to go back where we actually start our round, and we need to make the last 4 double crochets and chain of 3. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we will work chain 1 and half double crochet into the top of chain 3. 1, 2, 3 into the third chain, half double crochet. So now again we are into the center of chain 3 space. Now we need to make chain of 1 as a first single crochet, then chain of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we are going into the next chain 3 space and we have to work single crochet. Chain of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then single crochet into the next chain 3 space. So now we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. Chain of 10 and single crochet into the next chain 3 space. At the end of our round, after the last chain of 10, we need to make slip stitch into the first chain, so into the single crochet. Now in each chain 10 space we will work 13 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Then we are going into the next chain space and we have to start working 13 single crochets again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So now we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. In each chain 10 space, 13 single crochets. At the end of our round, we need to make slip stitch into the first single crochet of our round. So we should have 130 single crochets. Now we will start round by making chain of 3, and into the same stitch we need to make another 2 double crochets together. So we are putting crochet hook into the same stitch, then we are making only the first part of the double crochet, we need to leave the last one loop, and again into the same stitch one more first part of the double crochet. Now we've got 4 loops on the hook and we can finish the stitch. Chain of 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then we need to skip the next 2 stitches, and into the third one we will work the same 3 double crochets together. 1, 2 and 3. Now we had 4 loops on the hook, so exactly the same as on this row. Chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I will skip the next 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and into the fourth I will do the same, so 3 double crochets together. Now I will explain why I had to do this. Okay, I've done. So now we are making groups of 3 double crochets together, and as I said at the beginning, we've got 10 chain spaces. In each chain space we've done 13 single crochets, so basically we've got 130 stitches. Now we need to make 42 groups of 3 double crochets together, and we are working into the 3 stitches. So first stitch we are working group of 3 double crochets together, then we have to skip the next 2 and again. So on each group 3 double crochets together, basically we are using 3 stitches, and then we are starting to repeat the pattern using the another 3 stitches. So this is 42 times 3 is 126, but we still got 4 stitches left. So we need to 4 times during our work, doesn't matter where, skip 1 extra stitch. So I've done my first one, so I need to do it 3 more times. So basically we can make another one just here, another one just here, and the third just here, and then all the way around we have to work 42 3 double crochets together and 42 chain 4 spaces. So I've done my first one, so don't forget we need to 4 times skip 3 stitches, and the rest we are working as normal, so chain of 4, and now we have to skip the next 2 stitches, and again into the third we will work 3 double crochets together. And chain of 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and again skip the next 2 stitches, into the third one 3 double crochets together. I am at the end, so I've done the last group of 3 double crochets together. And now, instead of making chain of 4, we will make chain of 2 and half double crochet into the top of 3 double crochets together. So we have to be into the center of our chain space. Half double crochet is done, or even will be better if we will do chain of 1 and then double crochet. Okay, so now we are exactly into the center. Now we will start exactly what we've done on this round. So we need to start by making chain of 3, then 3 more double crochets into the same chain free space. 1, 2 and 3. So our round, we start by making 4 double crochets, and now into the next chain 4 space we need to make single crochet. Now we are going into the next chain 4 space and we need to make 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4, chain of 3 and 4 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Single crochet into the next chain 4 space. So now we have to repeat this pattern all the way around. So at the end of our round we should have 17 shells and 17 single crochets. So our round we have to finish exactly the same as here by making chain of 4 and then chain of 1 and half double crochet, but I will show you next time. Okay, so as I said, at the end we need to make the last 4 double crochets, then chain 1 and half double crochet into the top of chain 3. So now we are into the center of our shell, and now we need to start next round. So this round will be quite similar as we've done here. Chain 1 as a single crochet, then chain of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Single crochet into the chain free space. Then chain 10 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Single crochet into the chain free space. And all the way around. So basically we've done 21 shells. So now we should have 21 chain 10 spaces all the way around. At the end of my round, I've done slip stitch into the first chain, so into the first single crochet, and now we have to start working in chain spaces. So in each chain space we will work 13 single crochets again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13, and then we are going to the next chain 10 space and 13 single crochets again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So now we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. 13 single crochets in each chain 10 space. At the end of my round I've done slip stitch into the first single crochets. So again, we've got 21 chain spaces, and in each chain space we've done 13 single crochets. So 21 times 13 is actually 273 stitches. And now if you would like to divide those stitches by 3, because each we will now making what we've done here, groups 3 double crochets together, and then we need to skip 2 chains, so times 3 is 91 groups of 3 double crochets together, but actually we need 90, so we've got 3 stitches left. Those 3 stitches we have to skip during our work, the same as on the previous round here. So actually at the beginning we can one time skip 3 chains instead of 2. So now I will show you what we have to do with this row. So chain of 3 as a first double crochet, 1 2 3, then 2 double crochets together into the same stitch. So 2 times we are working only the first part of the double crochet, 1 1 and 2, and now we have to work chain of 4, 1 2 3 4. So at the beginning I will skip first 3 stitches, and then into the 4th I will do the same, 3 double crochets together, 1 2 and 3. We've got 4 loops, we can finish the stitch, so don't forget at the beginning you've got only 3 loops, then chain of 4, and now we can skip the next 2 stitches, and into the 3rd one we will work 3 double crochets together, 1 2 and 3, chain of 4, 1 2 2 3 and 4. Then again we need to skip the next 2 stitches and 3 double crochets together, 1 2 and 3, chain of 4, 1 2 3 4. So we skipped 1 more stitch just at the beginning, so the next 2 we can skip 1 just here, 1 just here, and then at the end we should have 90 groups of 3 double crochets together and 90 chain 4 spaces. I've done the last group of 3 double crochets together, so at the end of our round we need to make chain 1 and then double crochet onto the top of 2 double crochets together, so not into the 3rd chain, just into the stitch. So now we are in the center of chain space, and we have to start working our shells, so exactly the same as those 2 rows, and this will be the last one row. Chain of 3, and into the same chain 3 space we will work 3 more double crochets. So now you should know how to work it. 2 and 3, so we've done 4. Then we are going into the next chain 4 space, we need to make single crochet, and into the next chain 4 space we will work whole shell. So 4 double crochets, chain of 3, and another 4 double crochets, 1 2 3 and 4, into the next chain of 4 single crochet, and then we have to keep repeat the pattern, making shell, single crochet, shell, shell, single crochet, and at the end of our round we need to make the last 4 double crochet into the first chain, then chain of 3, and then we can fasten off and cut the yarn. If you would like to add more rows by using this method, you of course can keep repeat whole pattern from row where we are working chain of 10, and then 13 single crochets in each chain of 10. So you need to finish that row by making again chain 1 and half double crochet to be into the center of chain of 3. But if you would like to finish on this row the same as me, you need to make slip stitch into the top of chain 3. Okay, so I am at the end of my work. I've done the last one row, so that's it for today. Thank you for staying with me to the end of this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See ya!